Lord Jamar.
Hey, yo, peace. This is Sadat X.
Shout out to Grand Poobah and Alamo. We are Brand Nubian, and you checking out
The Spot TV. That's right, y'all. The Spot TV.
We in the spot. One.
What's up? You are tuned into The Spot TV, and it is my pleasure to be sitting here with hip hop's finest, Brand Nubian. I got Lord Jamar here and Sadat X.
Peace.
Okay,
Peace.
so I'm gonna just kick it off with these two questions. I posed a question on Twitter, and people hit me up on Facebook. All right, so one of the questions is from Derek Page. Do you think money ruined hip hop?
Well, I don't think money ruined hip hop. I think the lust of money ruined hip hop. You know, money can be used as a tool for good and for bad. You know, and I think the lust for money and the way people use money to try to show off and belittle other people and to try to feed their egos, I think that's part of what's ruining hip hop. Not that hip hop's ruined. You know what I mean? I haven't thrown it away in the corner, but it's being tainted.
Now, so what do you think about the state of hip hop that it is now? Because you guys have been in the game for a minute, and like when you all were like out, fresh, you know, on the scene, y'all were like conscious hip hop rappers. So what do you think of the state of hip hop that it is right now?
Well, I think the state of hip hop is that, I think that the technology in hip hop has advanced. I don't know if that's particularly true about the lyrical content. It's twofold. I'm happy to see these young boys coming up and getting what they can get and this and that. But then, you know, when we came up in hip hop, it was like a part of your life. Like you couldn't just sit behind the computer keys and create this persona. You know what I'm saying? You had to actually be this person, and if you weren't this person, you were quickly exposed, and you were never to touch the mic again. You know what I'm saying? So it's that one thing that I think that we need to come together on is a lot of the older rappers feel that the younger rappers owe them something, and I don't sometimes feel that's necessarily true, but I feel some of the younger rappers have to show some of the older veterans a little more respect too. We have to find a medium in this. It has to be a medium where we can both meet and advance. Like I mess with the young rappers all the time. I listen to them and I tell them what I think, and they tell me what they think. You know, and I think it has to be more collaborations like that.
And it's like the white artists do it with
exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not like it's just this is a concept that's just being pulled out your ass. It's like, you know, you'll have the most banging up and coming rock group, and they'll reach back and have like the Rolling Stones do a song with them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They got Paul McCartney doing it, Bruce, all these dudes. They keep their heroes at a level of, you know what I mean, on a pedestal, and they make sure they keep getting bread, and they're always working, and you know what I mean? And they have that respect.
That's right.
Whereas a new dude in hip hop will come up and I'm getting mine. Forget this. I'm not looking back. I'm not looking. I'm just tunnel vision. You know what I mean? And so I think that's what makes some people a little disgruntled. You know, and these are the ones that are basically not able to do it right now too. That feel like that.
Okay.
Fortunately, we've been, you know, nimble enough and been able to, you know, adapt with the times to where we're still able to do it right now.
Definitely.
At a high level.
Because even with you guys, you guys have, you know, gone off and done your own thing. You've been doing acting, you know, produce and do a lot of other things. So when you guys have broken up at some point, what is it that makes you guys come back together and still be here today from y'all doing it back then?
I wouldn't say broken up, because when you say broken up, like, you know that the public perception of broken up means beef and hate, yelling and fighting. That's the
and it's always love.
You know, and let me tell you something. In Brand Nubian, nobody's ever had a fist fight. You know what I'm saying? So you know, people
not even close.
Not even close to a fist fight. People are like, yo, y'all probably had scraps and was fighting each other. It's never come to that. And we've respected what each of our members has done. When Lord Jamar has went out and acted and and done his thing on the screen. It's been like I was on the screen. That's how proud we've been, and telling people, yo, you got to watch this tonight. Whereas when Pooh's done some of his projects, we've been there to support him. So you know, we've done that. But then it's always great to come back together. I tell people, yes, Sadat X is the Wild Cowboy, this and that. But first and foremost, I'm Brand Nubian. Understand?
So it's like we expand. It's not breaking up. It's more like we expand and then we contract. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
This is the way of the universe. You have
That's
high
the way the body
tide,
works.
low tide. Yes, you breathe in, you breathe out.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? When we expand like that, and then we bring it back. You know what I mean?
I love it. All right, well, I have another question on Facebook from, let's see, Shauna Absolutely Fabulous Ledger. What a name, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so her question is, when did you fall in love with hip hop?
I would say it had to be when I was little, before I moved to New Rochelle, when I was still in the Bronx, and just seeing it actually be outside, and it was like kind of like a forbidden, like little inside club back then. Like you had to be in the know to know about this, and
Like
it was
a
like,
secret
yeah, it was like a secret society, and the secret was preserved, and you had these cassette tapes that
And
went
only
around.
the coolest of the cool
Exactly.
could even be around that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you wasn't live, you're not getting one of those.
Exactly.
You can maybe hear. First of all, you gotta be live even to hear it.
Word, to
Those
hear it.
Live dudes have it.
Exactly.
So if you're not around the live dudes, you're not even gonna know about that.
And for you to hear it around live dudes, you had to have something that live dudes said, okay, he's good to hear this. Because if you wasn't even having that, they'd be like, yo, get out of here, man. This is not for you. So you had to have something in you that somebody saw, I'm gonna let Shorty stay and listen to this. So, you know, my love for it came at a young age. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we weren't in on the ground floor, but we was there in the formation years,
Yeah,
and major
definitely.
forming years of this hip hop thing.
Yeah, because like I was about 12 years old, or like, you know, like 92, 93, when I was like, okay, I like that flow, that's hot.
We
that's
was well
something.
engrossed by
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Well engrossed.
right,
See, I was like
exactly.
8 years
Yeah.
old or something, but you know, when I was 8, it was like King Tim III or something was out. You understand what I'm saying? And like, we was knowing about rap way before the Sugar Hill Gang.
Okay,
The Sugar
right.
Hill Gang was just, now it finally is on record. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it still wasn't, this is still, you know, as big as that was, that still was not the hip hop that I knew.
Exactly.
You understand? That was a little more sanitized version, but we're gonna rock with it
Because it's out, yeah.
it's out there now. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of things that happened in hip hop back then that I didn't fully agree with. Like a song like Planet Rock.
Okay.
We thought that was crazy when it first came out. Like, this is weird.
Because
What
it was
is
kind
that?
of like robotic, kind
Not
of
just because it was no robotic, but I know those MCs were doing so much harder stuff.
Okay, okay.
They rhyme off break beats and, you know, yes, y'all. You know, that kind of. And then when it was like coming with this space type and then the way they were dressing and all of that, I was like, what is this? But then I said, okay, like even at that age, I understand, okay, I get it. You gotta sell your shit to white people too, and this is a business, and you're trying to make it go bigger, I guess, than just, but this is not real hip hop. And so the turning point came is when, because a lot of people would then try to like recreate the break beats, but they'd have bands playing and it didn't sound, you know. That's why, you know, even tonight with this band shit, I don't play around with, don't sound
You
right.
was serious doing sound check? Oh, he was for real.
We
like,
not playing, we not doing it if it don't sound right. You understand what I'm saying? So it was just crazy, and so they replay some shit.
Okay.
The turning point came is when Run DMC put out Suckin' MCs. That was it. That was the first time you heard something that really reminded you of street hip hop, but it was on wax.
Okay.
There was just a drum beat and some rhymes. Nobody's trying to play no bass, and it just stripped down, and that changed the game right there.
And when you saw them when you actually finally got a chance to see them and you saw how they were dressed, they looked like you. They had on
It
leaves.
looked like how Bambaataa.
Exactly. They had on shell
characters, and you know, one was the Indian, spaceman.
They was just two fly
have
brothers.
launches in the game of hip hop of like you know. Jam Master Jay, and then recently a great loss from you know from New York, Heavy D. How do you guys feel about when you lose somebody that's so unexpected? And I'm sure you guys were knew them and close to them. How do you feel about that and how that changes the game? Like what is that?
Well, with me, I mean, you know, especially like with people like Heavy D, like Big L, Guru, Pun, Freaky Todd, the list can go on, Pod Big. You know, it's you knew these people, you know what I'm saying? I knew these people personally, you know, I talked, you know what I'm saying? I talked with Biggie, we laughed about other things other than rap, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you see these people go, especially as we go on in our career, when they fall as like a guru or somebody like that, it just gives you a greater appreciation of life. And it gives you a greater appreciation that whatever I'm going to do, get my purpose across, I got to do it because the next day is not promised.
Guys, what's going on with you? You're on tour, hitting CDs out, working on any new CDs, any new albums coming out?
Yes, I'm getting ready to put out an independent album called No Associates. Okay, and I'm doing an experiment right now. Okay, we cutting out all middlemen, and I'm going power to the people right now. So I started a Kickstarter campaign where I'm raising $10,000 in 30 days. We got 22 days left. I don't know when this comes out. Okay?
How much you got?
Right now we're only about 20% there. Okay. So we need people to kick in right now. Okay. If everybody just puts up $5 or something like that, we could have our goal. We talk about, oh, the hip hop today, I'm not feeling it. I wish we had more real hip hop. Well, guess what? Now you have an opportunity to actively be part of the production of some real hip hop.
So where can they send the funds to?
You go to Kickstarter, Kickstarter.com. Lord Jamar. You can go to my page on Facebook on Jamar Law, or go to my Twitter page at Lord Jamar, and you'll see a link up there where you can, you know, you can go and do whatever you do. There's different levels of funding and all of that, the case may be. But I believe in the power. I believe in the power of the people. You understand what I'm saying? And I know we can do this, and this is going to be an example for other artists to be able to put out their stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Because these record companies were being the banks and basically holding you hostage for all your rights and all this nonsense. You dig what I'm saying? But we're not letting them do that no more. You know what I mean? And the people will fund it. You know what I mean? So that's what we.
And then that'll be y'all music. So you guys support these guys, because they've been in the business for years. So do you guys have anything to say to the younger generation, or anybody who wants to be out here doing what you guys are doing? Because you guys have longevity. You all are still together after years. What do you have to say to the younger generation?
This is what I tell to the young generation. This is what I tell them. I live in Brooklyn. I'm on Malcolm X. Every day the shorties is running up on me. And this is what I tell them. I say, look, if I take your name and what you're doing right now, and I put it in a bag, and I shake it around with all these other kids that's around me, coming up on me, spit, what's gonna make you different? How are you gonna separate yourself from these people? Are you gonna follow the same route of the same like Jay-Z, Drake hand movements, or are you gonna come with something distinctly to yourself? So I would just tell them that, like, just try to separate yourself. You understand? Somehow, I don't know what it is, what's going to be your separating factor, or what's going to do it for you, but understand that rap, when we came out, rap was a boutique. It was still a boutique, and it was a tour, and you have to pick and choose. Now it's like the mall. Rap is like the mall. Now everybody knows somebody. I think everybody in this world knows, well, who's involved with hip-hop. Everybody knows somebody that raps. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows somebody in this business. Everybody knows somebody who got a video, this, that. Now it's about separation. How do you separate yourself?
Yeah, so it's, originality. Just be original, like, you know, and that's how you separate yourself. It's when you try to be like this guy because he's successful. So now I want to sound like him and pattern myself after this guy. That's what, you know, makes the game competitive, and everybody starts to sound the same, and, you know, it gets robotic, you know. So the way you separate yourself is by knowing yourself, okay, which a lot of people don't know just naturally, and knowing yourself and being yourself.
No doubt. Well, we are still here. We're gonna let these guys chill out before their show tonight. We are in Chicago, Double Door. It's Brand Nubian. Keep it locked. We're gonna post all the information so you guys can support this project.
No associates.
I love it. I just think that is like the best thing hip hop ever came up with. Like, that is so dope. So we're gonna support Lord Jamar in his efforts to get you guys to get his album out. So you guys keep it locked right here on the slide.
People on March 4th, we're gonna spark a torch.